Burn one's boats. Burn one's boats. It can also be said as burn one's bridges. Burn one's bridges. It's an idiom. It means to commit oneself to a course of action. That is to cut off all escape routes. In other words, to end a relationship in such a way that you could never go back and restart the relationship again. And if you are burning your boats and you are cutting off everything with the other fellow. Let us see it in the examples. The first one, be careful about what you are going to say. You may end up burning your boats. So when you are going to say something, be careful, because that may be the end of everything. You cannot repair it. That's the reason you may end up burning your boats. There are no other choices. Second one, Mukesh knew that by supporting his boss, he was burning his boat. So Mukesh already knew that he is going to leave all the possibilities by supporting his boss. Even then also he supported. So he was burning his boat by willingly. Third one, she has already burned her bridges with his previous employer by publicly criticizing their marketing policy. She cannot go back because she already publicly criticized. So entire routes were closed for her because she criticized. That's the reason she already burned her bridges. Fourth one, I think you just burned your bridges by insulting your team leader in front of the team. So your team leader cannot take you back because you already burned your bridges. There are no good relations. You can't go back and restart your relation with your boss because you insulted him. So you just burned your bridges. Fifth one, never burn bridges between yourself and your neighbors, because you never know when you will need them in the future. Never end your relations with your neighbors because you never know what happens in the future. You don't know when you need them. So never burn your bridges between yourself and your neighbors. So when we look at the origin of this idiom, burn one's boats, in the olden days, it was common practice among military commanders to burn their boats or ships when they landed on a foreign soil. They did this so that the soldiers wouldn't get the idea of running away if things didn't go according to the plan. By burning the boats, the commander ensured that the only way the soldiers were going back home was by defeating the enemy. The idiom has the same meaning as burn one's bridges. So burn one's bridges. So finally, burn one's boats is nothing but to commit oneself to a course of action, that is to cut off all the escape routes. In other words, to end a relationship in such a way that you cannot go back and restart that relationship afresh.